What's going on? Drink, think, relax. Back with another review here. What we have up today is something that is dear to my heart, near to my glass, and always an easy pickup when I'm looking for just something to pull from the cellar, or in this case, the refrigerator, and not have to think about the pairing. It's easygoing, but also interesting. It's Lambrusco, specifically Grasparosa. Honestly, I probably drink more Lambrusco than anything else during the calendar year. Pizza, pasta, fish, pork, Mexican food, Chinese food. It's just versatile. Up and down the way of Italian food as well. You can also go with desserts. I've used it for many wine dinners and on different occasions. To me, having a red wine that's sparkling to be able to serve at a chilled temperature, it's approachable, a way to bring those that enjoy sweet wine over to enjoying red wine, as it has some drier characteristics that are kind of insulated with fresh fruit, a little bit of a fizz, and it makes it easygoing. It's a great transitional wine for someone that's looking to make the jump towards dry red wine. So what I often like to do is add a little bit of education when I do one of these videos when I'm going to be reviewing or tasting a wine or spirit. What I'm going to briefly walk through now is properly and safely opening a bottle of sparkling wine. So however you want to take the foil off, if you want to twist it off, if you want to use the little tab, you can use a knife. It doesn't really matter. The formality of your service is really going to be based off of your setting. So if you don't care about it, you can take the whole entire foil off. There's nothing wrong with that. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place the bottle down and just put my hand over the top of the cork. As I open this up and take the cage off, I'll keep that hand over the cork, but that's effectively to keep making sure that the cork does not leave as a projectile, that you have control over it before, during, and through that entire process, that you're safe with it. So as I take this cage off, you'll see that I'll kind of transfer my hands over to just make sure that there's some form of safety happening. The next thing you want to do is kind of grip the top part of your fingers around the cork and then twist the bottle away from the cork. So the cork yourself, the top of your hand is not going to be moving, but instead the bottle is going to be twisting away. And what you want is to hear almost nothing. Perhaps the sound of a cork popping signifies celebration, but in most cases, those that are privy would believe that that was a wine that was opened improperly, or was improperly chilled or held during its life. So what I'm going to look for is having very little to no sound at all, and as you can hear, very little bit. And of course, in a restaurant, bar, or other public social setting, that would be very little to nothing compared to the ambient sound. Just beautiful ruby color, aromas of ripe blackberries and cherries and strawberries, with the backbone kind of almost like sweet licorice, and like that candied cherry rope, not like Twizzlers, but like that, like shoestring stuff. A little bit of kind of like an earthy, blackberry, brambly, like foresty, and a sweet earth essence. The bubbles, just so fine and clean, and they're not very persistent, which is really nice. That's what can be so off-putting for me personally when I have sparkling wine, is that it becomes a soapy mouth. To me, that's just not a pleasurable experience, where this is more silky and approachable, especially because it's chilled and has a bubble, so it'll clean your palate if you're having some heavy or rich food. So think like funky cheese, pork tacos. It can go with pizza with a little bit of heat to it, that in the pairing aspect could be contrasting aspect to something that's spicy. The Lambrusco, one that we're speaking about right now, or drinking right now, again, on the nose, just really ripe and lush fruit, and really is a truly versatile wine, something that I'll drink more than most other things throughout the year. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy this content, feel free to like this and subscribe. Comment below if there's something else you want to see. Check out the older videos. And don't forget, if you ever need any consultation in the hospitality realm, whether that's a decision on what kind of wine you should be serving at your upcoming dinner party, if you need a private bartender, or even for your next special event, make sure to reach out if you have any questions. Truthfully, just something wonderful. Cheers.